Hi, my name is David. Today we're going to do number 1646, get maximum in generated array. This is an easy level problem on LeetCode. I'm going to solve it in JavaScript. In this prompt, we have a function that takes in an integer. And with this integer, we have these conditions that creates a new array. And once we create this new array, we want to return the maximum integer in this new array. So for example, we get this input n equals 7, and the maximum, and then we use that 7 to create this array, and the maximum number in this array is 3, so return 3. And these are the conditions that we have inside of it. So basically, these are the first two conditions, and then this, when you look at it closely, it's a very convoluted way they put it, but we just skipped the first two one because these are what we're doing the two. And if we just divide by 2, this is what we do for the even, and then this is what you do for odd. So how we're going to do this is that we're going to do the edge case first because it starts at 0. And then if it's just the first two, we don't do these other different steps. So condition if n is less than 2, we just return n. And then so that's the edge cases. And next we want to create a new array, create new array. And with this, we want to create a new array. And then now we want to create the max value that so we can keep track of it. Create max variable. And inside of this array, we want to set length to n plus 1, like I said, and then fill it to 0 at first so we can change it later. And then we want to change the a index of 1 to 1 for this edge case. And once we got that, we loop through n, and we have a condition if current is even, and inside of that we just follow the parameters, these rules, follow the rules, and then check to see if it's a new maximum, that value, and that's the even. And then we just else follow the rules for odd, and then we check for new max, and then once we do that, we return max. So let's put it in code. So if we do the edge cases first. If n is less than 2, return n, and now we create the new array that a equals new array with the length of n plus 1, and we fill it to 0. And then we create the max variable that max equals 0, and then we change the first index of 1, a index of 1 equals 1. And now we fill out this array up for that. And now we can just start at 2 for this. I equals 2. I is less than or equal to n, going up to n. I plus plus. Now we create the conditions if it's even. So if I mod 2 has no remainder, you just do a index of I equals a math.for I minus 2. So so if there's any remainders, but there's no remainders because even, but we're gonna use this format for the odd odd ones, so it's going to be consistent. Great, and then now we check if there's a max. Max equals if a is the current index is greater than the max. We want to say if it's true, we change it, else we keep the max. And now else, we do the same. Well, we do this plus a, we just have to add 1. Right? And then we can keep this. And then we return max. Great. And then what we need to do is that we create the conditions, that complexity, time complexity. So we know that we're looping through n here. So it's going to be O of n. And for the space complexity, we're creating a new array here. And this new array is however long n is. So it's going to be O of n. So that is how we solve this problem. Thank you.